Science has proven that something as simple as journaling has amazing results when it comes to maintaining a calm, clear, and focused mindset. It's good for our well-being and living a healthy and balanced life. Today we're discussing journaling tips for a healthy and balanced life and how to start journaling for self-improvement. My name is Lorraine and welcome to Womapreneur. Here we discuss all things mindset and personal development, Instagram and social media marketing, as well as business basics that you need in order to set up and grow your business. I have been journaling from as young as primary school, and I continued the habit of journaling in high school because I always liked writing down my thoughts and recording events that will be happening. I do have to say that when I say journaling, I'm not saying journaling every day, so I don't journal every day. Journaling is something that I do maybe 4 to 5 days a week, depending on how busy I am or depending on how the week is going. Sometimes I might journal every day. So it always depends on the season and what is happening. You can journal when you feel like it, or you can commit to journaling a few times each week. When I journal consistently, I have this mental clarity. I tend to be happier. I feel so fulfilled and more confident when I do journal consistently. So I do actually wish that I had the discipline to journal every day. And now running a business as well as working, I have to say that journaling has been key to growing my mindset, because it enables me to evaluate what I'm thinking. It enables me to challenge myself. So as for consistency or frequency of journaling, I think the answer is go with your flow. What works for you? If every day works for you, wow, you are probably you're probably just this amazing person. I want you to know the importance of journaling and how you can use journaling as a tool for personal self-development and living a healthy, balanced life as well. I've been journaling ever since I was in primary school and then in high school. And I noticed that my journaling was always about regurgitating important events. So if something nice happened, or something that was special or important, or something that was particularly traumatic or sad, then I would write about that experience in my journal. Important milestones, I definitely do take the time to record them in my journal, because I have a tendency to love looking back at my journals. So I will tend to sit down now and look back at 2019 journals, and I always have a blast reading what I was writing then, or I have a blast recalling the important events that were happening in my life at that particular stage. The second type of journaling that I do is reflective journaling, and this involves tuning in. So this is in tuning in to what I'm thinking, so my thoughts at that particular time. It's tuning into my emotions. How am I feeling at that particular time? It is tuning into my mental well-being. Am I well? Am I not well? Am I feeling clanky? Or am I just feeling cloudy? Or am I feeling sunny? You get the drill. So reflective journaling is about tuning in to see how things are going and how things are working inside and writing it down. For me, I think this is one of the most important types of journaling that I do. It has enabled me to grow in my life as an individual, and also to grow in my career and to grow in my business, just by being mindful of what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling from moment to moment. So I might not sit down and write in my journal like in the middle of the day or something, but I might as well. So maybe if I'm doing an online course, or I'm in the middle of a lesson, or if a strong an intuitive thought hits me, if this thought hits me like, oh my gosh, this is the solution, I tend to just stop and write it down. And the most powerful part of reflective journaling for me has been clarity. When I don't know what to do about something, or if I'm not sure about what way to take, or whether to take a particular direction, I just will ask a question and I will just let it sit. So instead of forcing myself to come up with answers, I use journaling as a way of asking. I use journaling as a way of asking God, asking life. I've definitely used reflective journaling as a way of asking questions and just leaving them there as a way of of elevating my life to another level. And I use journaling as a way of breaking through that, of actually asking myself, why am I limiting myself? Or what is it that is limiting me right now? And I would just leave that question mark hanging. And maybe the answer will come to me the next day or 1 week later as I'm walking. This is what I found profoundly amazing about journaling, is that when I ask questions, I get the answers. And part of that asking is through reflective journal. So reflective journal has definitely been a powerful way of my journaling practice. And that has been through checking in with myself emotionally, mentally, what's happening. And that has been asking questions and being okay with not having an answer there and then, and being okay with waiting for an answer. My third mode of journaling is habit installation. Oh my gosh. When I fall off the bandwagon, because I'm just one of those people that are wired for habits. So when my life is consistency and habit, when I'm waking up at a particular time and sleeping at a particular time and having a certain routine in the morning, like I just love my morning routine, and having an evening routine in the evening. Even though I do have to say my evening routine is somewhat existent and non-existent because I tend to be so tired in the evening. I'm just too tired to be productive in the evenings, so I just usually just crash and sleep, really. If I am trying to establish consistency with my waking up time, I will use journaling as a way of, writing down and keeping track and keeping me accountable. And that is the same when I want to establish a new habit. Like when I wanted to start meditating, I would use journaling as a way of checking in with myself and keeping myself accountable. And it helped keep that new habit at the forefront of my thought. And it helped me to know that, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what we're doing. This is what we're working on. This is what we're strengthening. And then the more I was aware of that new habit I was doing, the more I strengthened it. I have used a self-care journal as well in the past, because a self-care journal would give me a guideline. And what time did you wake up? What time did you sleep? What did you do when you woke up? Did you meditate? Did you pray? Did you run and exercise? So it helps me to keep those keystone practices in check, particularly when I have fallen off the bandwagon because of a major life change or a different change or a change in season. And sometimes for women it can be because of the time of the month. So I've definitely used journaling for habit installation, and it's something that I continue to do. Like at the moment I do have like a 63-day love myself challenge happening because I was reading Louise Hay's book, and she speaks about how it's so important to love yourself. And so many times you can dial down the problems you face or encounter in life to not loving yourself, and that comes even from the time we're kids and we're growing up. We tend to criticize ourselves a lot, and that creates drama and negative situations in our lives. So I was like, okay, I'll make that a challenge, just to remind myself that I love and I approve of myself. And in order to set this up as a habit, I've been journaling about it and checking in with myself. And then a point of caution when it comes to journaling, like what I mentioned earlier, is be careful that you're balancing what you're journaling. So if you're using journaling as a way of dealing with a traumatic event or with trauma in your life, then I would advise you to do so under the guidance of a professional, because then journaling might become a way of re-traumatizing yourself. So not to concentrate on the negative events of your life when you're journaling. Try and have a balance. I do tend to put filters on how much I can journal. So instead of writing it all down, I will tend to just write a little bit, of that, and then draw towards, sending that person loving wishes and healing wishes and blessings, instead of just focusing on the negativity of the situation, because I know that journaling does have a negative side if you focus on the negative parts of life. And whilst of course I know that life is about balance, the positive things, the negative things, just keep it in check. so that you're not driving yourself down a negative hole of depression. So that might be a negative or a caution that I might tell you when it comes to journaling, that personally I'm aware that, you know, when it comes to journaling, if something negative happens, I just mention it and then I just leave it alone instead of digging and I probably won't dig without asking the help of a loved one or something like that. So, and if I do dig, it's probably just for that day and then I leave it alone and not do any more digging. So that's just something for you to keep in mind. What kind of tool can you use to journal, or what do I use to journal? I use a plain moleskin notebook because I love their paper and I just think it's so beautiful. So that's the one that I use, but depending on the season, I do use guided journals as well. Like what I was telling you, that I have used a self-care journal before, and I am in the process of actually designing and working on a purpose journal. It should be available for sale soon, so keep an eye. Once it becomes up for sale, I'll definitely put a link in the description and I'll let you guys know. But use anything that resonates with you. It doesn't have to be a guided journal. You can just have something that is plain like this. But if you are a newbie at journaling and you want some more guidance, then definitely go to the bookstore. They do have a few options available. I do recommend a gratitude journal, particularly if you want to feel happier. So that's it about journaling, my friends. I've got a question for you. What was your major takeaway from this video? So do you journal already? And if you don't, let me know. Is it something that you want to start doing? Is that why you're watching this video? So you can start journaling. And if you have any questions, ask away. I'd love to answer them. Thank you so much for watching.